A recent study showed that 40% more, I'm sorry, a recent study showed that you spend 40% more at McDonald's when you use a card than you do with cash. Why? Because you feel it. It hurts. That's right. If you don't pay, it's going to cost you more if you don't pay it off at the end of the month. You're going to put it on a credit card. You know what I'm saying? That's the principle. But if you pay it at the end of the month, you're not going to pay no interest. You see what I'm saying? So you're not losing. That when you start carrying a balance, that's when you start feeling it more, because you have stretched that payment out more and more over a limited time. So something may have cost that was cost $10 may eventually cost you $30. You see what I'm saying? Or $20. You see what I'm saying? You see the principle? Some studies show that in general you spend 12 to 18% more when you use a plastic credit card. You do, because you're not paying it off. A lot of us say, I got money, I'll pay something each month, but you don't understand that you're paying interest on that and you're paying more for the item. Okay? Number 3, save up and invest for your future. That's part of that, under a save and invest. So we got get out of debt. We talked about that, how to get out of debt. We talked about the snowball effect, how to use the snowball, the debt snowball plan to get out. Go from your smallest to your largest bill, assign your money to where you want it to go to pay that debt off, right? Once you pay the debt off, live underneath your means, or live according to your wages, all right? 3, create a budget. Then 4, save and invest. Save up and invest for your future. That's something I had to learn the hard way. I'm just learning that over the last year or so. So I'm getting ready to go do that this coming next month. We're going to start investing and doing some things, all right? Because I've gotten to that point I can do that now, all right? Give. That's the last thing. You have to learn how to give. Give once you have got yourself out of debt. You got your $1,000 in emergency fund, all right? Now, and you're paying cash for things, you're not in debt. Now you can start blessing others as you have been blessing yourself by investing, so your money can start working for you. There's nothing more fun to do with money than this, by giving. As you give, God gives to you. It's plain and simple. I'm going to give you something here about investment, something that Dave Ramsey gave that I think is very, very important. And we're going to go over these things a little bit later on, because I think a lot of the stuff in here is very good. But there are 7 baby steps of investing, and we have to learn how to do this. Number 1, $1,000 in an emergency fund. We talked about that. Number 2, pay off all debt using the snowball method, or the debt snowball plan. We talked about that, didn't we? All right. 3 to 6 months expenses in your savings. We didn't talk about this, but we're going to get deeper in this probably in our next lesson. You need to have 3 to 6 months of savings saved up in your bank account, just in case you lose your job. Because if you lose your job, how are you going to pay your bills? I have that. Yes, I have that saved up. So if something happens, I have something back to fall on. You have to get to that point. It takes time. All right? Number 4, invest 15% of your household income into a Roth IRA or a pre-tax retirement. What does that mean? The money that you've already made has already been taxed on, so you don't get taxed once you get ready to take that money out. It has already been taxed. You ain't got to pay no taxes on it. I'm getting ready to invest in the Roth IRA next month. That's right. I'm getting ready to invest in that. I'll start letting my money work for me. All right? Number 5, if you have college fund plans, you got children, you need to start planning for the college fund while they're young. All right? Start planning for that now. All right? Number 6, pay off your home early. If you have a mortgage, I've been thinking about it. The Lord has been placing in my spirit. If you can, get you a 15-year mortgage. That may be a little aggressive. But if you buckle down and make sure you're out of debt and you ain't got no credit card debt, you can buckle down and double those payments and get out of that mortgage much earlier instead of going over a 30-year period. All right? 15-year period or 30-year period. Like I said, 15-year may be a little aggressive for some of you. You got to get to that point. But before you consider a home, start counting the cost. Start doing some reading online. Start doing some things. And that'll put you in a position where you'll understand what it means. So that way you'll be prepared for that. So you can be aggressive when you get the mortgage and you can pay that thing off early and you don't have all that debt hanging over your head for 30 years. All right? And then lastly, build wealth through investment. Give. What I say? There it is. Give. And continue investing in mutual funds and real estate. All right. Those are some keys. We're going to get into that a little bit later in another broadcast. We hope that you have enjoyed this broadcast because it has really truly been a blessing to me. The basics of biblical finance was: 1, get out of debt. Number 2, live your wage or live underneath your wage of what you earn. Number 3, create a budget. Number 4, save and invest. And number 5, give. Praise be to God. Good God from Zion. Boy, this has been a good lesson. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed everything. This has really been a blessing. I hope that this has been a blessing to you as it has been to me. We look forward to seeing you next time here on the Trauma Net for Men. We believe that God is going to bless you and bless your families. If you follow the things that I'm trying to teach you here, you're going to be tremendously, tremendously blessed. Like Brother Josh is out here. I talked to him earlier. Hopefully he'll be back soon. We're praying for him and his family and what he's going through. And like you always say, it's not what happens to you that really matters, but how you respond to what happens to you. That's the key. All right. Finally, the secret is out. Even strong men struggle. Praise be to God. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you next time here on the Trauma Net for Men. God bless. We love you. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.